Welcome, 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 welcome. Happy Saturday, everyone. I am so excited to be back here in front of you. Sorry, moving my calendar, my camera. I changed locations. I think I really like this one, this area here. Just not too sure. Otherwise, it looked kind of goofy. Like I was all like, "Hello." So I changed locations, and I really like it here. I think this is where I'm going to start filming from here on out. I like the lighting. It's kind of cozy. So I'm excited. Can you tell? I'm like, all right. So today we are going to talk about survival tips for growing older. I am not going to say, hold on here. Welcome everyone. I am not going to say growing old because I think that there is a huge difference between growing older and growing old. I can grow older all day long. I mean, that's a blessing. That is like, oh my gosh, I made it. You know what? I'm 50 years old. This is something that's really cool. Growing old is being like, I can't do this, or you put limitations on yourself. You're like, I'm old, so I can't do this. And I think that that's the wrong way to look at age. I think age should be celebrated. And age should be like, yeah, you know what? I've come this far. I've learned a lot of things, and I'm comfortable enough with myself to share what I have learned with you. So, when I say survival tips for growing older, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being comfortable in my skin at the age I am and sharing it with all of you. So, I am going to be starting on my lives. I'm going to be going lives on Saturdays and Wednesdays. I've moved it up to twice a week now because I really enjoy going live. So I'm going to be going live Saturdays and Wednesdays, and this is the basically the underlying theme that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about growing older, and in the whole realm of growing older, we're going to have kind of like little subjects. We're going to talk about fashion, makeup, hair, working out, like weight, and tattoos. So there's going to be basically five subjects underneath this whole envelope of subject. Now, if you have any suggestions or if you want to talk about anything that I just didn't mention, by all means, please leave a comment, because this isn't going to be like a, hi, welcome to my class. I'm going to teach you how to get older. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be where it's an open discussion with us, where if you have experienced something, you feel comfortable enough to say, like, has this ever happened to you? Or it'd be like, hey, I've heard about this, has that ever happened? And I want it to be where you're just as involved as I am. And also, too, I say growing older, I'm 58, but everything that we're going to be talking about is for all ages. I mean, I was really surprised when I started my social media platform that a lot of the things that I talked about, like, people say this and people say that, they say it to everybody, they say it to people of all ages. All right. I have 20-year-olds reaching out to me being like, I like to wear bows in my hair, but I'm being told I'm too old to wear bows in my hair. I'm like, no, you're never too old to wear bows in your hair. I have 30-year-olds reaching out to me because they don't feel like they fit into the norm of what a mom their age should look like. And so the, the the struggles, I wouldn't say, the situations that we find ourselves in as women over 50, I think that women of all ages have their own struggles of their own identity, and the things that we talk about will be transferable to any decade that you're in. That's what I'm trying to say. So, starting off, our very first survival tips for growing older, we are going to talk about fashion. Now, that was probably one of the biggest eye openers I had after I turned 50 and I wanted to start exploring fashion. I mean, I've always liked fashion, but the problem is that I wasn't always confident enough to wear what I wanted. I had a drinking problem. I didn't have very good self-esteem. And now all of a sudden I'm like, wow, I found all this confidence with my sobriety. I want to wear this. And society's like, I don't think so. Probably shouldn't wear that. And I'm like, what do you mean? Why can't I wear that? It feels good. I mean, I feel good wearing that. Why can't I wear it? So I got a lot of pushback on what I was wearing. And so that is absolutely why I started my entire social media platform, was to start sharing my fashion over 50 and be like, hey, if I can wear it, so can you. And it has blossomed and turned into this amazing platform. So we are talking about fashion in the simple sort of realm of you can wear exactly anything you want. And I say the best fashion is the fashion that makes you feel confident. All right. I heard a story one time. Somebody told me a story about working in a store, and a mom and a daughter came in and they were looking for the daughter's prom dress. And the daughter was trying on dresses and she's like, well, mom, what do you think about this? Mom, what do you think about that? And the mom looked at her daughter and she's like, well, which dress makes you feel the most confident? And whichever one you feel the most confident in is the best one for you. And that really stuck with me. I'm like, wow, that what a beautiful thing, for one thing, to share with your daughter. And for another thing, I think that's a really important thing to that we should tell ourselves on a daily basis. Because I know sometimes I'll go out and I'll buy something. I'm like, this is so cute on the hanger. I can't wait to wear this. I come home and I try it on and I'm like, no, that is not as cute on me as it was on the hanger. And then the reality is I know it looks fine. It probably doesn't look as bad as what I think it does in my mind, but my confidence level isn't there. And if my confidence level isn't there, no matter how cute it is, and no matter how many compliments you can get on it, if you don't feel good about it, it's not going to look good on you. So that's the ideology. That's the mindset that we need to go into our fashion sense, no matter how old we are. So if you're out there and you want, let's just say you're 50 and you want to wear a mini skirt and it makes you feel good and it makes you feel confidence, then you should wear it. They're just, you shouldn't have to hold yourself back because of your age. And then sometimes there's 20-year-olds that don't like to, wear the fashion, the trending fashions, and they like to wear, maybe a little bit more subdued outfits. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's telling a 20-year-old that you have to, we should not telling each other what to wear regardless of our age. So it's most important that you realize that when you are getting older, that you don't lose that freedom. You can wear whatever you want. Now, what am I going to say? Oh, I do want to say that when it comes to picking your style, regardless, again, whatever generation you're in, when you're trying to pick that aesthetic, that style that really resonates with you, what I want you to do is I want you to sit down in a quiet area and I want you to close your eyes and I want you to envision. Hello, Indy. Thank you for making an appearance. You smell like she's been out there chewing on my tree and she smells like eucalyptus. So apparently she was out there chewing on my eucalyptus tree. So getting back to our original, what I was saying is I want you just to sit down and stop. I want you to sit down and I want you to envision what you look like in your mind. All right. Not what you look like in the mirror, but what you look like in your mind. What does the inside you look like? And that is the style and the aesthetic that you need to have on your outside. Your outside needs to match your inside. So I was doing research for YouTube and I saw somebody say that you need to dress to match your energy, not your age. And I think if you sit down and you really try to visualize what you look like on the inside, what does your energy look like on the inside, you're going to find that style that is perfect for you. Not what you're told what to wear, not the latest and trendiest outfits, but what you're going to feel the most confident in. And I think that that's the way to do it. So, speaking of fashion, I am going to give you a little fashion tip. I have been all about color. 2020, excuse me, 2023 for me, I coughed. I did not call you over here. So 2023 for me is going to be, oh, stop. Don't you get scolded on the internet. So 2023 for me is all about trying new things, and part of trying new things is going to be embracing color. I mean, I'm wearing my nice bright orange sweater today, and if you're wondering, this is like it's like a menthol patch because I carry all of my stress in my shoulder, my left shoulder. Always have. I know that there's something deeper in regards to that, but I have like a little sore spot right there. So that's a menthol patch. So, anyway, I'm all about embracing color and I'm about trying new things. And I've gotten a couple of comments about, you know, you really want to try like a colorful pair of pants or a bright, bold sweater, but you just don't know how to like put it all together. And my tip on that is going to be get one bright, bold, colorful item. These are my Tahiti cargo pants from Free People. Love these. And you know what? This is a bright, bold green. There's nothing shy about this color. And that's one of the things that I love about it is I like that bold pop of color. So you have these really bright green pants. And the way that I am the most comfortable wearing color is if I pair it with a color that I'm really comfortable with. And I'm extremely comfortable wearing black. Black is my go-to color. So I will get a black sweater, black t-shirt, black top, it doesn't matter. But this is where I'm comfortable. And I have my comfort level with something that is new and bolder and brighter. So think about embracing a new color, a new pattern, a new, just something that might be a little bit more outside of your comfort zone. And then pair it with something that you are comfortable with. So bright green and my dark black sweater. Then what I would do is I absolutely love these. I would pair this entire outfit with these cute little shoes. These shoes are just so cute. I haven't been able to wear them yet because it's been too cold, but these are going to be my new summer go to shoes. I absolutely love these. These are the Majestic Mary Janes from Free People. And I think that this is just going to give this general outfit a really cute look. So I'm comfortable with my shoes. I'm comfortable with the color. I'm comfortable with my sweater. And then I have my bright, bold, colorful pair of pants that, again, you know, you wear something bright and bold like that, you're going to get, you know, it's going to stand out. And sometimes you just, when you're trying something new like that, sometimes I think we go too much to be like, okay, well, I'm going to try every single new trend all at once. And that's just a little bit, you know, it can be a little overwhelming and it can be a little intimidating. And you know it. And if you do that, you might lose that confidence level that I was just talking about. And you want to be able to walk out of the house being like, yeah, you know what? I feel really good. I feel good about myself. And that is absolutely 100% what we should do at every single age. Now, another thing about fashion and growing older is sometimes we need to, I would say, adjust with our current situation. All right. And by that, I mean, it's like, I know myself, I'm no longer comfortable wearing skinny jeans. I don't think they look right. I don't think that they, um, they don't flatter my body type at this particular point in my life. There's nothing wrong with them. You know what? If you like them, I say rock them. They just don't work for me. So what I have done, instead of being like, well, I used to like skinny jeans when I was 30, so I'm going to force myself to wear them in my 50s because it's going to make me feel younger because I'm wearing the same things that I wore when I was 30. That's the wrong way to look at it. And what you're going to do is you're just going to get stuck. You're going to get stuck in this never ending loop of trying to be something that you're not. So my opinion and my advice is to be, sometimes the things that we wore when we were 30 no longer fit with who we are now. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, my style changes constantly. I'll like something one day and on the next day I'll just be like, that's just not me today. So give yourself the freedom to wear what makes you comfortable for you today, not necessarily, you know, what you were wearing when you were younger. Now, if you still feel confident in that, if it still looks good on, if it still makes you, if you still feel confident in that, I say wear it, because that's another thing I see all the time. I see content creators trying like, or they'll come on and they'll show like a really young, I don't want to say that. They'll show an outfit that would be typically worn by somebody much younger. And they get ripped apart for that. And I'm just like, no, you know, I'm you can't let other people's opinions of what you should wear stop you from wearing what you want. You know, if that's if that's their thing, then that's their thing. And the thing, it's like, it's so weird because I don't think we do this to men. I think this is a woman issue, which is a subject for a different day. But we are so micromanaged on how we're supposed to look that truthfully, I don't think that we would ever be able to fit every single stereotype of how we're supposed to look. I mean, we're supposed to have long hair. We're supposed to be of a certain height. We're supposed to be of a certain weight. We're supposed to have a certain look. And I just don't think it's fair to limit ourselves to those expectations when really truthfully, again, the only person's expectation that matters is ours. So I hope that, by sitting down and discussing these things and by having this conversation, one, it makes you more comfortable and confident in who you are and where you're at in your life's age, regardless if it's 40 or 50 or 60, it doesn't matter. Just know that, I guess the underlying theme and the underlying answer to this entire episode is going to be, find what's comfortable for you, find what makes you confident, and regardless of your age, that is what you're supposed to wear. Now, I will be giving tips and tricks on things that I do being 58 throughout these lives. So, again, if you're struggling with anything or if you have a question about anything, leave me a message, let me know what it is, and we will definitely talk about it. And the thing is like, I'm not an expert on everything. I can only give you my life advice, and it is such an honor to be here and doing this. But if I don't have the answer, I'll do the research, or I'll come on here and I'll be like, hey, I don't know it, but maybe somebody who's watching does. So this is going to be more again of an open forum of us just talking about the experiences that we experience. And it's called life. And you know what? It isn't so bad. And don't be afraid of growing old, because I got to tell you, I'm enjoying every single moment of my 58. So, all right. Well, that was my life for the day. I will be back on Wednesday. I'm not 100. You know what? Maybe what we'll do is, yeah, on Wednesday, we will talk about tattoos. We'll talk about tattoos, getting them over 50. And if you're 20 and you're worried about what they're going to look like when you're 50, we'll talk about that, because there's a lot of misinformation out there about tattoos over 50. And I think it is really important to talk about it. And again, I can only give you my opinion on and my life experience, but I've been getting tattooed now for 28 years. So I have some that have been around for almost 3 decades. And yeah, that's kind of crazy when I think about that. Wow. Yeah, no. 28 years I've been getting tattooed. So, yeah, and if you're out there and you're 50 and you're like, "Gosh, I wish I had started when I was younger," you can't beat yourself up for what you didn't do, but you can definitely go out there and get your first tattoo now. So, you know what? Pick out your outfit. Make sure you feel confident. Wear whatever you want. Don't let your age stop you from your self expression. Again, I'll be back on Wednesday. We will be talking about the our tattoos, and I will see you then. Bye, everyone. Do, do, do.